Sometimes, actually, for a long time, all of my adult life, I think, I felt like life, at least up here in the US, is too easy. For this, I tend to crave difficulty, even pain. I do irrationally difficult and inefficient things. Everything in this series of videos fits into that. I'm taking days to ride this off-road route south from Santa Fe, New Mexico to get myself to El Paso, Texas, play some poker, and then just come right back up again. It looks like it might take me 2 weeks at this point. I'm sleeping on the ground in a tent every night, dirty and tired, taking stupid risks along the way. I've never done anything like this before. I mean, I could just get in my camper van, as I have a few times recently, and make the trip down in like 5 hours on the freeway with my cozy bed in the back and have my choice of inviting Walmart parking lots to give me easy spots to park through the nights. But here I am on this dusty path. I've done some things I didn't know I could do. I've fixed some things, hopefully. And I met some people who've had mixed opinions about whether I should try to ride the option I'm heading to today, but I'm going to try it. Maybe I'll turn around at some point and take the easy option. We were almost there. We were almost there. What is this? Day 7. Day 7 off to a much better start than day 6, even though similar time. At least we didn't have to go to the store and wait forever and get a sermon from a former meth addict, current Christ addict. But just the road is so much more fun. That was such a surprise. That asphalt road, I had no idea it was coming. I had no idea that it was going to change to asphalt. On the map, it looked like it was just going to be dirt the whole way. Turned to asphalt, and I was a little disappointed because I was really enjoying that dirt road. Turns out that was one of the most fun twisty mountain roads that I have ever ridden. Or either that or I was in the mood for it, or I'm just really getting used to this bike or whatever it is. But I had so much fun. It was such a nice change of pace after so much dirt. It just kind of cleansed the palate. Go have some cheese and crackers up here and then see what Chloride Canyon's like.
I do a face mask, steam shower, take a milk bath, 2 hours.
All right, here we go, Chloride Canyon.
I'm a fresh queen, skin so soft, so clean.
This is just after the turn from the pavement. It is 3:32. I was hoping to get to Elephant Butte today, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's pretty down here. This is private land, apparently, past a sign that said entering private land. It's really nice down here. When that creek's running, I bet it's super nice. There's a ghost town down here, apparently. I saw it on the map. I have no idea what's there. I assume this was an old mining town. I think we just passed a little bit of smelting equipment or something. Some kind of furnace, it looked like, on a foundation with nothing left of the building anymore. Starting to get a little interesting. Ooh. Hey, bull. That's a big guy, goddamn. It is really gorgeous down here. Which my friend on the Africa Twin did say. Have I mentioned already that I did very little research about what this route is like? I pretty much downloaded the track for the BDR on 2 phones and then just headed out the door to give it a shot. I did watch some of the BDR video on this route, but it's long and I got bored. I also watched some of ADV Gypsy's video about this very Chloride Canyon, which is when I realized he was the guy that sold me my boots and my jacket off Marketplace, which was cool, but that was yesterday and I was at the top of Corner Mountain and I hadn't consumed any media at all since I left home, and it was slow to load, and I was feeling good about myself after climbing that hill, so I didn't watch all of that either. Mostly, I have the advice of one guy I met on the road who told me not to, and the mechanic in Reserve, New Mexico, who said it wasn't that bad, which is to say, I know very little. So much erosion control, it's really fun. I am so glad I didn't listen to my Africa twin friend, even if I have to turn around. This is a gorgeous, fun ride. I would gladly do it the other direction also, but I do want to do it straight through. Hello, friends. So I left my new friends there at the bottom of the canyon with that really fun, fast, flowy section of trail and started to climb up out of that little valley. Didn't really know what to expect, but I could see on the map that there was a big descent coming. Looked like there were some switchbacks at first, and the road started to obviously look like it had been worked on by some heavy equipment. I had heard from somebody along the way that there had been a fire that came through this area the previous year, and then when the rains came, there was some heavy flooding which washed out the road pretty severely. I didn't really know what to expect, but it started to get looser and looser as a result of all the road work that had been done, and the road started getting steeper and steeper at the same time, so I just started going slower and slower because I don't really know how to ride on big, chunky, loose rocks on descents. Well, that was fast. That was just me getting my bearings. All it is really loose. It's really clear to me that they've been up here working on the road a lot. But what that means is there's big chunks, like baseball, softball sized big chunks that are just completely loose. So I think that's going to be the biggest thing. Oh. No. Supposed to put the side stand down before you do that. Okay. I think we're all right. So that was a teeny tiny little part of it. Let's see what else we got. So that wasn't so bad. I just got kind of shifted sideways from some of those loose rocks and ended up dropping the bike. Getting it up was kind of hard, but there's no need to be ashamed about that. Let's see how long these loose rocks last. At this point, I pretty much feel like if I can get down the steep descent into this canyon with these loose rocks, I'm going to be pretty good. And here I've already made it onto some regular dirt road. It's looking good. I don't know if I should be paddling this or standing. Gonna keep standing for a minute. See if it feels like a terrible, terrible idea. Let's see how quickly I learn. Oh hey, I can already see the end of these loose rocks. So not having done my homework and watched those videos all the way through, I don't really know what to expect, but that's gotta be the worst of it, right? If I can just get down these switchbacks, I'll be on the valley floor and then everything's probably nice down there. When I got to the bottom, I found waiting for me these dry creek beds. I got to this one, and suddenly I was lost. Is it over there? Is it over there? Turns out that when I hit a new kind of terrain, that is all I can see or think about, and so brain function beyond that doesn't really exist. Little did I know that these would be the persistent problem in the bottom of this canyon. These little crossings, they got rather unrelenting in the bottom of this canyon. They just keep coming and coming. There were so many creek crossings, big and small. There's no way here I could recount them all. There were creeks to make you shake your head. There were creeks to send you left instead. Some had pretty colored trees. They all went better squeezed with my knees. Offline already? What is this double madness? Some creeks had tiny, skinny guards, and some were so long you'd be lost for yards. This is not the way. Where am I going? These creek crossings seemed like they'd never end. Hey, there we go. No matter how much time this rider would spend. Nope. Not where I thought I was going. Paddle, paddle, paddle. Yes. This is like really heavy sand with things that will just make you feel like gravity has stopped because you're going sideways, and things that will stop you just dead in your tracks if you're going too slow. So many creek crossings. It's ridiculous. Thankfully, it wasn't all creek crossings. There were some fun things to do on this trail other than bounce off rocks and feel them slide around underneath you. And it was, in some spots, extremely beautiful to look at. So I was not upset to be down here at all, and I did feel like I was getting the hang of riding across the creeks. At least a little bit. Somehow in my head this was only 15 miles long, but I just looked again and it's 30 miles long. We have 10 miles left. I have no idea what that 10 miles is like. It's all downhill. I think it might be all river crossings like these ones. We'll see. This has been really fun. Oh my God, look at that. Wow. Oh, I'm sweaty. Oh, that is really good. How you doing, Jiggy? Hanging in there? Have I introduced you guys at all? This is Jiggy. He's my companion. He was made by my other companion. Oh man, it's gorgeous here. Can I camp down here? We are in the Gila, which means I can camp anywhere I like. It would not bother me at all to sleep here tonight. Is that level enough? I think it is. There's a big steaming cow pie right in it. Ooh, there's a lot of them. Do they just pass through, or do they like to bed down here for the night? I think we're done for the day. It is so gorgeous right here. I mean, it's covered in cow shit, but this is the spot for me. Look at this. Look at these rocks. This has been a good ride. Today and yesterday, I think. Best days so far. God, I love these oaks. I'm not used to living in a place with oak. Like growing up, I never thought New Mexico had oaks at all. They're so scraggly. Anyway, I've learned so much and feel so good about what I've done. It's been really fun. This one worked my ass off. I was sweaty as hell when I got off the bike. And I found this spot. This spot is magic. It's so quiet here. I wonder if people will pass at all. It would be pretty funny to wake up with like 7 cows around me. I don't know if it would be fun to wake up if one of them was a bull. Bulls be damned. I set up camp, I made my dinner, I hung my food in a beautiful spot, and in the darkness I think I may have solved one of the world's last great remaining mysteries. What does the fox say? What does the fox say? The amazing news is that I had air to sleep on last night. Early this morning at like 6 maybe, I did blow it up a little bit more. I gave it one little blow. It wasn't even a full blow. It was like a half blow just to top it off. And I laid here for quite a while. So it seems like it's been a success, which is very exciting. I'm not going to make breakfast. I'm hoping that I'll hit a place that has breakfast fairly soon. And I'll have a meal in a restaurant, which will be the first. This is the 8th day of this trip. Closest thing to a restaurant meal I've had is a gas station chimichanga with a terrible apple. But these guys have arrived. Tell me it's their turn at the spot. And so off I went into the morning, thinking I didn't have very much of this ride left. I headed through this beautiful canyon that I camped in. It looked like a Japanese garden. And it just seemed like it kept getting rougher and rougher. I didn't know what I was in for. It seemed like I might have left the hardest stuff for last. I don't know if I was hungry and tired and not warmed up, or if it actually got harder at this point, but I came up on some rock ledges, which in hindsight don't look all that big, but that morning they were plenty intimidating to me. So I did the only thing I could, and I took my time going over them, puckered everything up, held my breath, and I did make it over them eventually. Paddling down that. I think yesterday I might have tried it when I was warmed up, but not right now. The creek crossings never did let up here, but luckily there were some fun bits in between because I was getting real tired of those creek crossings. And the color in this canyon was absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, I hope they have a real breakfast for me somewhere. I'm gonna be hungry here pretty soon. I'm already a little hungry. Oh, so pretty. Man. I did finally start to feel like I was warmed up, which was good. The creek crossings did start to feel like they weren't so bad after a little while, and eventually I ran into some folks to tell me the story of this road.
Yeah, it's a little rockier than it normally is.
That's what I heard. Just a little?
Have you done this before?
No, never.
First time?
I heard it was a road. Was it a road like this, or was it really a road?
Years ago it was a road like this.
Pretty much just like this the whole way?
Or smoother.
Or smoother?
Smoother, yeah.
That's crazy. And you might have missed it there. I'd forgive you if you did, because I did also. If you look to the left right there, you'll see the road I was supposed to take. But I went straight up here, and I started to feel good about it because I felt like I was climbing out of this canyon, and there would be, finally, no more creek crossings. So I just kept going and going. I didn't have my map open on my phone. I just kept climbing this trail. It got loose, but that was to be expected the way things were around here. I tried to stay to the right over here, and stay on these brown rocks that were still attached to the ground instead of those loose rocks flopping around on the left are the ones they keep over there next to the big drop-off. I rode over some gray rocks too. And I rode over a lot of loose gravel on the way up. I think it took me about a half an hour riding the wrong way up this road over loose gravel as the day got hotter. Eventually the view got nice, so I stopped to take a look. What's it like up here? Oh, look. There's things in the world other than trail. Also stopped to take a look at the map finally. Now where? Do we go down or do we go? Oh, fuck off. Oh no, you guys. What? I missed a turn. I'm not sure how far I went. But far enough. Well, we'll see what that's like going down. That breakfast is getting further away. I was feeling hungry and tired, and the day was getting hot already. And I did not feel nearly as good about going down this hill as I had about coming up it. So I thought I'd have a seat and take it real easy. It wasn't too bad at first, except every spiky thing on the edge of the trail was trying to jump out of my face. I figured I should probably fight off the laziness and stand up for some better control. Probably a good thing I did. Real close to the edge there. No harm done, I kept going. I was a little more awake now, and the spiky things just kept coming at my face. But I have no problem admitting that I was definitely getting tired at this point. Oh, we're pretty close. God. My arms were tired from hanging onto the bars. Now I'm tired from pushing off of the bars. Always nice to know that you're almost there. And I found a cool little anti-gravity rock friend here. Went around the corner, rode over the gray rocks again. I was really feeling like I was almost done with my little backtracking fiasco, right up until I knew I wasn't. There we go. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Damn. We were almost there. We were almost there. I'm tired, man. My crows are already circling. Well, I still didn't fall again on Chloride Canyon. Since I'm technically not in Chloride Canyon. Oh, man. I had a feeling this was not going to go well when I had to turn around. But we're okay. We are okay. Maybe even good. I'll be right here. Okay, back to it. Oh, that's a sweaty helmet. So, if you were me, and you came from over there, you came to this intersection, and you looked there, or you looked there, I think you can understand my problem. Oh, I'm wrecked, man. It's been a while since they said I was close. What a stupid thing to be doing, oh my god. It is fun, but it's so stupid. Stuff is just endlessly moving underneath you, it's crazy. Oh, this is, I don't know. Remember when I was complaining about how boring long straight gravel roads were? Could sure go for a long straight gravel road right now. Whew. Ah. Oh my god, there's a gate. That has to mean something. Nice little place. I think we're done with it. I think we've made it. Look. Look, there's civilization. Oh my god! Asphalt! Asphalt! Ah, asphalt. Hallelujah. I really did need a moment to take in the glory of a smooth surface here. I think this is the first time that I've been so happy to get back on pavement. I think that's the longest stretch of tough going that I've ever done, really. I survived it. That was a raging success, I say. I am starving. What time is it? It's 12:45, my god. Oh, I haven't felt the air like this for a day, it seems like. Oh, it really did feel great, and I wasted no time getting myself over to Winston, New Mexico, and promptly getting lost looking for something to eat around here. Where am I going? What day is it? It's Saturday. I could have sworn that I saw a restaurant on the map around here, but I couldn't find the spot, or it didn't exist anymore. I just found a couple friendly locals to wave at, so I decided to just head back to the general store. Well, here we are. Oh, rocking chair, yes. I wandered inside and had my choice of a pretty strange little selection of food that they had in there for a vegetarian to eat. I got a giant hot pickle in a bag. It's a good looking place. Some crackers to go with the cheese I had in my bags, and probably a cold iced tea and a couple other things. Gotta be something to eat in there. Feeling much better after some time in the shade with some food and some rest, I headed over to Elephant Butte, New Mexico to see the weird little town and the weird big lake in the middle of the desert. And I got my wish, some very long, straight gravel roads. And as promised, I was actually happy to be on them. It's really crazy the difference between this and what we just came from, where I was camped last night in the Gila. To this, it's like 20 miles away. To get out of that little canyon and be in this just wide open area, it really changes everything. Felt a little claustrophobic in some ways. This is a weird feeling. That's the freeway in front of us. We're gonna get on it. We're gonna go, I think, exactly one exit on I-25. It wasn't quite true. I didn't get on the freeway, but I did get on the pavement, which was a pretty luxurious experience, really. After all that time on the dirt, just rode the pavement across the freeway, down towards the lake, and then up to the town of Elephant Butte, which is right on the lake. And truth or consequences, New Mexico, I finally stopped at an auto parts store to get some oil and filled up the bike and got a little extra to take with me on the road. I think I'll get some gas. And due to a failure in the American economy, we go to the Walmart. I looked for a grocery store that is not a Walmart, And it wasn't that they didn't have them exactly, but the non-Walmart options did not look more appetizing than the Walmart option. So here we are. A white t-shirt, that sounds like a great idea on a trip like this. And then leaving the Walmart, who doesn't love to find a shortcut back onto your route? It's a little better when you can actually find the shortcut, and maybe when it doesn't involve the deepest sand of the trip so far. Sand! Gas, 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 gas! Got myself in a pickle. Pickles. Maybe, come on. All that just to get back to this. And we're at a dead end. Really? There we go. Here we go. Into the sand. Fully loaded bike. Just bought water and food. What is happening, man? Should I just go back? Yes I should. We are full of fuel, full of oil, full of food, and full of water right now. Heavy as we've been all trip. So, perfect time for some deep sand all of a sudden out of nowhere. Ooh, these are cool. Oh, I got cooler in here. Plants are literally cool. Who knew? I'm not lost, you're lost. This is just a very special shortcut that I'm taking. Head up here into what looks like Richville, the golf club. And where there is a golf club, there is pavement. Straight, it says. Is there? Oh, there is a straight. Okay. Am I supposed to take a left back there? Okay. Right here? Yep. Where have I taken us today? We're back in the sand, everybody. It's like I want to do this. Woo! Gas, gas, gas! Heavy, heavy, heavy! And I thought we weren't going to have any fun in Truth or Consequences. What is happening? How did I get myself here? Sand, sand, glorious sand. Stay in the gas whenever you can. You want some speed, but I'm too scared. Oh, we're so close. Oh, do you see that car go by? Right there? That Prius? That Prius was not off-roading. We have done it. Look at this. That is beautiful pavement. Oh, and that's really nice too. Okay, I think we've got some pavement for a while, so we can put some miles on. So I'm trying to get up alongside White Sands Missile Range for the night. There's some BLM land that I want to camp on there. And so, although epic, riding away from the sunset into my own shadow, I do need to find a campground. But we're going to go for a little while and hope to find a decent place to camp. At this point, I've probably got about 20 or 30 minutes before sunset here, and I'm headed directly towards White Sands Missile Range. Hello, albino cows. You didn't see me there in the sun, did you? You just heard me. Look at them go, man. I'm sure a lot of you already know, but White Sands is notoriously the place where the U.S. tested the first atomic bomb, and it's currently just a giant military base, which is like a place where they test missiles and bombs or something. I don't really know exactly what they do there. I'm not sure there's all that many people that probably do know that. This yucca landscape is way more epic than I thought it was going to be. It's really kind of cool out here. In case you're not really aware of the scale of the whole thing, here's New Mexico and the Backcountry Discovery route that we've been riding this whole time, and we're going to end up camping right about here. And this southern circle on the map that completes right here basically just goes all the way around White Sands Missile Range. It is absolutely enormous. Hopefully, like, I don't get a visit from military police checking me out. It does kind of seem like that is a possibility, but it shouldn't be, because you're allowed to camp anywhere on BLM land, so they might come and ask me a question, but I don't see how they could have any problem with that. New Mexico. We have plenty of land here. Not a lot else. If you could bring some water over, we'd really appreciate it. I don't know how well it comes across here, but at this point I am pretty pleased with the last 3 days. It has not been easy, but it has been very good. I've learned a lot, and I've got this sunset, and I'm happy that I stopped at least a little bit short of the missile range. There haven't been too many really gorgeous sunsets on this trip so far, but I think everybody can agree that this one qualifies. Man, over that way too. What a time to be by a bombing range. It is beautiful. Ooh, somebody even left me some firewood. Hey, thanks for watching the video. It's going out on my birthday weekend. If you like what I've been doing and you want to give me a present, subscribe to the channel. Also, tell your friends, tell your sister, tell your mom. Let's get as many people watching before I head south into Latin America as we can. I mean, if you're going to tell me that doesn't look delicious, I don't know if we can be friends.